Yes, you can varnish watercolor paper. Okay, so varnishing watercolor paper is not like varnishing actual canvases. It is a little bit different. You're gonna want to spray varnish, and it's gonna want to be a matte spray varnish instead of using any sort of one that you apply with a brush or a sponge. And the one that I use is by Golden, and it's their archival varnish, and it also offers UV protection, which is nice since I work with coffee and tea, which has a tendency to fade. And if you're going to paint with coffee and tea, you want to varnish it as quickly as possible. You want to, of course, wait until it dries first, but it's not just the light that makes it fade, it's also the contact with oxygen. That's not as much of a problem with watercolor. With watercolor, you can wait a little bit as long as it's not in the sun. You can put it in a book and then wait until you have time to varnish it. But with coffee and tea, please make sure you varnish it pretty quickly. And it still will fade eventually just because there's acid in the coffee and tea, which works with the paper. Even if you get acid-free paper, there's still acid in the coffee and tea. So definitely do that. And you should make sure that if you're going to use a varnish, it might as well be archival anyway. I don't understand the point of using a varnish that isn't archival. So this is the one that I use. It's by Golden, and to me it works great. And you want to make sure it's matte, because that'll pretty much look just like the paper. And if you use anything else, it's not going to look right, because it still needs to be framed behind glass. So if you have anything that's shiny and you try to put a shiny varnish behind glass, you're not going to be able to see your picture very well. So get a matte spray varnish. That's archival. It offers UV protection. This one's good. It's by Golden. I love it. So if you try it, tell me about it, and I hope it works well for you, because it works well for me, and I love it. It's my friend. And make sure you do this outside or in a well-ventilated room, because it smells really bad. You don't want to breathe that in. And then you can come back next week on Sunday, and I have a speed painting done of this little guy, because I mixed up a bunch of different teas because I was tired of trying them one by one. I was like, let's just mix them all up and throw them all together. So I have this one, and there'll be a speed painting on Sunday, and you can check that out. It'll be fun. I love coffee. I really like coffee. I really needed coffee. I spent 5.5 hours on hold on the phone yesterday. And I didn't even get to talk to who I wanted to talk to. That's why I'm glad there's coffee in the world. It makes me happy. It does. My coffee.